Happy Thumbs Gaming. Big show.
Hey everybody, it's Brian with Happy Thumbs Gaming. Today we have another LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens video for you. This one happens to be for Level 1 Assault on Jakku story. And we're going to ring off a trophy achievement for completing the level called I'll Come Back For You. We're also going to pick up a couple of bonus trophy achievements, one called We Need More Troops, and another one called Stormtrooper Syndrome, which we'll touch base on more later. We're going to try to get that true Jedi requirement, but I'll be honest, we fall a little short of that. And, let's see what's going on 30 years later.
Yeah! Glad to have you back, sir.
Admiral Satura wants to see you right away, Dameron.
Poe, there you are. Glad you made it back in one piece. There's no time for that now. There's no time to get comfy. Another mission has come in. It's high priority. I need you to get to Jakku ASAP. Collect some vital intelligence. We'll brief you en route. Never stops talking, that one.
It should have been me going to Jakku. I could have found Lord Tekka. I could have brought back
Master Poe, I hear that once again you are to bravely embark on another perilous mission. I do wish you the best of luck in your endeavor. After you have successfully completed your assignment, perhaps you could return to me. I would dearly like to revisit my pivotal role in the rescue of Admiral Akbar.
Alright, so after talking to C-3PO, we find ourselves rolling around, literally, if we're using BB-8, actually on one of the hub areas. Now, there are 5 total hub areas, and I'll be honest, I'm gonna slaughter saying this first one because I clearly do not know how to say it, but it's like Dequar. I don't know. Anyways, that being said, we actually need to follow the stud trail over to the left-hand side. We kind of got sidetracked because we saw some blues and all sorts of stuff over here. And we need to make our way all the way over this stud trail, like I said, on the far left-hand side. And over the corner, we find ourselves, oh, look at that. It is our spaceship. Spaceship! Spaceship! But, oh, what's this? We find out that there is an engineer that's not being very careful up top. Whoa, watch that next step. It's a doozy. Look at that. He blows up our stairway, preventing us from getting up there. But luckily for us, he drops some multi-build bricks. Now, there's a right and a left, and we'll find out here soon enough, too, that there's actually, in some cases, 3 potential builds for some of these. So that's pretty awesome. Maybe even 4, I don't know, at some point. We're going to start off by using the right-hand build, which actually creates a motor that pulls down this platform. We're going to hop BB-8 up onto that platform, and then we're going to destroy that motor with Poe. So we have to switch back and forth with the characters. Once you destroy that motor down below, it actually raises the lift back up and gives us access to that gold brick. So we're going to go ahead and grab that. Now, honestly, we're going to do all of the hub stuff, or the hubba-bubba, as we like to say, in our free roam series, which will happen after story and free play. And so that being said, go ahead and do the left-hand multi-build and put old BB-8 inside and launch him up onto the platform. And over on the left-hand side of this platform, there is a little terminal here we can actually hack, and it's another one of those shape-matching terminals. So we'll simply match the shapes by moving right or left on our control stick there, and look at that. All of a sudden, we've got the power! And this big old crane comes around, and we know that Poe has a grapple hook. Well, we do now, anyways. So we'll go ahead and use that to get up top. And once we get up here, we're going to butt slam a few things, smash and grab as many studs as we can, because we know we're going to have to spend a lot of studdage on characters here once we get all done. And certainly, there's a chance we might even have to buy the red bricks. We haven't verified that yet. So anyways, we'll go ahead and step in the circle and continue the story. And off and away! Well, sort of anyways. We actually get the galaxy map, which will allow us to select Jakku. And go ahead and click that and select Chapter 1, Assault on Jakku, and it'll take us away.
to make things right.
Well, because of you, now we have a chance.
Without the Jedi, there can be no balance in the Force.
The General's been after this for a long time.
For the General, to me, she is royalty.
You have to hide.
You have to leave.
Okay, if you don't have a weapon, then grab one, now! The first order's on our doorstep!
Woohoo! We're in Jakku! Alright, anyways, here we are. We find ourselves with a couple of stormtroopers floating around in the area, but most importantly, you want to locate the couple of houses or homes, I don't know what you want to call them, the buildings on the back right side. So you can see right in the middle, there's this crane here, and there's this weird kind of floating numbers and such. Well, that's an indication that we can scan. So we'll go ahead and make sure we've selected Poe and hit the circle button. It might be the B button for you, depending on which platform you're on. And then, of course, it reveals a grapple point once you get a successful scan done. So that grapple point is used to go ahead and rip down some blocks up there that give us an option to build a multi-build. So we'll start off by using the far right-hand side, which gives us another one of these BB-8 trampolines that launches BB-8 up into the crane lift there. Now we can go ahead and butt slam that multi-build and rebuild it, but this time press the left side and build it over on the bottom of the crane, which actually gives us a nice little turn crank. And you can spin to win here and move BB-8 all the way over to this ledge and all over there. You can actually find a secondary ledge on the backside, and we go back there and we smash a stormtrooper, we smash a couple of boxes, we grab some studs. And even with all this extra stud smashing, we still don't get that true Jedi requirement. But we'll be getting that 2x red brick soon enough, and we'll be activating it and getting tons of studs, as well as the 4x, the 6x, 8x, and 10x bricks too. So before long, we'll have a 3840 times. All right, here's another one of those shape hacking terminals. So we'll go ahead and find the right shapes by just simply pressing left or right. And all right, we actually hacked that. It sends an electrical surge down through a line, and it seems to open up a door into this hut over here. So we'll go ahead and check this out. But first, smash and grab some studs under the platform. Quite a few to be grabbed there. And all right, inside we've got some more butt slamming to do. We can see there's some glowy bits inside, so we'll destroy those and press the icon indicator to go ahead and build up an electrical charge panel. So this time we'll switch to BB-8 and we'll go ahead and pump it up. This one's a little bit different though. You actually have to balance. And I didn't see the icon. I was looking for it up above because that's where it normally is. But in this particular case, it's over on the left-hand side. You just got to balance with the left analog stick, moving it left and right to keep it within that yellow zone there. After a couple of seconds of good balance, it'll actually send an electrical charge down underground and lift up this giant box, which, oh, look at that. It's some arsenal stuff. We got, looks like some pew-pews and some pew-pew-pew-pews and maybe a bada-boom, too. I couldn't tell. Anyhow, we're going to go ahead and make our way over to the far right-hand side of the area now. And we can see that there is this other house on the right side of the crane with this object in front. Go ahead and slam down in front of that, which gives us some bricks we can build into another one of those shock panels. So we'll go ahead and select BB-8 and pump it up again by balancing in that yellow area. And this will actually send a nice charge and provide us with a stairway to get inside of this. So that was an extremely nice charge. It opens the door and gives us a nice way in. So we'll make our way all the way up and in, and we'll do some butt slams in the back left-hand side of the room. Now, truth be told, if you slam that box in the front right side right there and rebuild it, there is a mini kit there. And if you want to grab it now, make sure you do it before building up this gronk or gonk or whatever it is, because once you get both of these activated, it does take us away.
Okay, if you don't have a weapon, then grab one, now! The first order's on our doorstep!
A squad, that way. your squad.
We're gonna have to go through control of Poe and BB-8 again. You find yourself under attack with some more stormtroopers. Now, if you've been playing along just like us and taking out all the stormtroopers, you're probably stacking up quite a few. And in fact, look at that. That was the 50th one for us, as it has awarded us with the "We Need More Troops" trophy. And could be the achievement, depending on which platform you're playing on. And ooh, look at this. I want to touch base on this. This is one of those combat meters that's been charged up. So Poe does this almost force-like move where he kind of ducks down and has this force field around him, and everybody in the near area gets destroyed. So that was pretty cool. And you can fill up that combat meter by simply rapidly taking out your enemies and collecting studs, I believe. So. All right, we have smashed and rebuilt some bricks over on the right-hand side after using a grapple hook with Poe, which has given us another electrical charge panel, which we'll use BB-8 to go ahead and pump that up, which, ooh, look at this. It's going to go ahead and put out the fire. That's right. Smokey the Bear would be happy to see this. And, all right, so we've got, we're putting out forest fires, and we're going to advance into... Ooh, it's another one of these cover battle scenarios. Oh, we also get a new character unlock. So, what's up, Dasha? And turns out we have to run up and press X to activate, or I guess it depends on which console you're playing on. But we had to press X in order to activate the old blaster battle here. And you can see there is a number up above with stormtroopers. You got to take out a whole bunch. Oh, Stormtrooper Syndrome. That is actually for missing 10 shots during a blaster battle. So I don't know if that's a cumulative. I don't know that if I missed 10 shots already in this battle when that happened, or if maybe I missed some shots in the previous battle and they all add up. Either way, just simply don't hit the stormtroopers. Be a stormtrooper yourself and have terrible aim, and you too will get that trophy achievement. But all right, we have wrung out that list up top. We had, what, 13 or 14 of those when we first started? Maybe more. But we got it all the way down to 0, and now we can actually advance up. But we find a trooper ship dropping in more troops, and we also see this giant force field around this turret out there. So we're going to move to the left-hand side and destroy the explosive barrel, which will actually remove the turret and the force field. So, and all right, we are off and running. We got lots to shoot at, except for I got to get over to the far right-hand side if I want to do any real damage here. And you can see there's a couple of troopers down on the ground, but that's not what's important. If I make my way over to the right-hand side with Poe, there's actually a scan point. As you can see, as I get over here, Dasha actually prompts me for it and says, hey, can you scan and find a weakness? And simply just move over towards the middle of the ship with your reticle. It'll indicate and kind of hone in on the sweet spot. And once you got it, just go ahead and target that. We switched to Dasha, as you can see, and I've got terrible aim right now, but I'll get there eventually. And pew, 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 pew. All right, we take it down. We're going to get that check mark up on the drop ship up there. And guess what? That's going to take us away. No, not really. It's going to allow us to advance a little bit further now. So now we've got access. Ooh, we got the gold, too. So it gave us a handful of studs, but unfortunately, it's still not quite enough to get that true Jedi requirement. But now we can make our way up and through to the next area, which we find a couple of hostages there. And we also find a grapple point. So remove the stormtroopers and go ahead and rip that grapple point down. And now we've got ourselves a multi-build. So there's a left side and a right side. And let's see here. I go ahead and build the left side and put BB-8 in the middle of it. And then, of course, I have to press and hold left with the left stick to go ahead and pull one of the legs out from that water tower, which then drops it and spills the water, putting out the fire, giving us access even further into this area. So inside here, we've got some more stormtroopers pew-pewing at us. And, yeah, we'll go ahead and take those guys out, and hopefully with some rapid succession, we'll get some multiplier. Ooh, look at that, ×4. So keep in mind, that's another good way to get your stud count up, even without any red brick help. But, all right, another grapple hook up top, so get your grapple on. And as that happens, some more stormtroopers come in from the backside. So watch that back door. Make sure it's locked, ladies and gents. It doesn't matter if you lock it or not. They still come in. But anyways, all right, we have built up the bricks that we got from the old grapple point there, and now we have another one of these shape hack terminals. So we're going to go ahead and match the shapes up. And whoops, I should have gone the other way. It would have been a little bit quicker. 2 down, and that's all we needed for this one. So sometimes it's just 2, sometimes it's 3. And now I'm just like, wait a minute, what do I do? But I've basically ruined the ship, and it kind of stumbles off and clears off a path, getting us into the next area. Oh, and watch out for this guy, the old Lego Stormtrooper flamethrower. I've not seen this guy yet. But simply stay out of the reach of the fire and do some butt slams over on the right-hand side. There's one box in specific that will actually give you some parts to make a multi-build. We chose the left-hand side. I'm not sure that it matters on this particular one, but look at that. It's a big basket or container of popcorn, and of course the flamethrower heated it up, and now it's spewing popcorn everywhere. So we're going to go ahead and advance into the camp a little bit further, sneak on by them, and we see this generator thing here with some glowy bits, so we butt slam that. And what do we find inside? Ooh, some bricks to do a multi-build. Now, it starts off here. We actually have to build the connection piece right there on the left in order to fill up the tank. And well, we got to jump on the platform on the left. But with the connection piece there, it allows the water to flow all the way into through the tank. Holy cow, I'm fumbling my words like crazy. But as you can see here, we have officially filled it all the way up. I wasn't really sure because I didn't see the first jump or two, so I didn't see the water meter fill up. So I'm jumping and I'm jumping and I'm jumping and I'm jumping. Essentially, you need 3 jumps, and then you can go and do a butt slam and destroy the multi-build there. And now this is one of those ones that I was a little confused on. So I build the right-hand build now, and it opens up a charge panel, right? All right, so I try to charge it up, but it keeps telling me you should probably move the tank back before you can use it. And you can see there, it looks like that tank needs to be moved into a different spot. So I'm like, what do I do? Like, come on, man. What? But what needs to happen is guess what? There is a 3rd build available with that multi-build. So I just happened to have my combat meter filled up, so I went over to that popcorn area where all the stormtroopers were and unleashed the fury. But, all right, back to the multi-build. We're going to go ahead and build up the middle one now. So press up on your joypad there. Joypad? Oh, boy. Anyways, so we're going to go ahead and move that all the way over to the right-hand side. Now, for whatever reason, you might have noticed that right at the end there, it seemed to almost move back to the left just a little bit. I'm not sure if that was me or if somehow the game didn't, maybe I didn't get it all the way over to the right. But what happens here is that you cannot charge up this successfully until you have filled the tank and actually put the tank in the right place. So I don't know. I eventually get it, charge it, and it spews water, but look, it's like there's still fire there. So what we have to do is move it again. So fill it up again, or maybe you just have to charge it again. See, I'm charging, but it's not putting out fire. So yeah. So that's what it is. I guess there wasn't multiple rows. I didn't have it over far enough. So I'm going to smash and rebuild the middle one again, get BB-8 up in there, and I'm going to make sure this tank is all the way over to the far right. You can see it was just a millimeter, just a tiny little bump, and it went into place. But then just to be sure, I move it all the way back to the left, then all the way back to the right, lock her into place, then I hop out, switch over to Poe, butt slam and rebuild over on the right-hand side again. And wait for it. This time we're going to charge it up with BB-8, and it's going to put out the fire, as you might have guessed. Hopefully. Well, yay! Yay! Fire down. Now, as soon as you advance into that next little area, it takes us into the final cutscene, so we'll go ahead and see you after that in the final totals.
Look how old you've become. Something far worse has happened to you. You know what I've come for.
You get as far away from here as you can. Do you hear me? I'll come back for you. It'll be all right.
The map to Skywalker. We know you found it. And now you're going to give it to the First Order. The First Order rose from the dark side. You did not. I'll show you the dark side. Search him.
Nothing, sir.
Put him on board.
FN2187. Submit your blaster for inspection.
Booyakashow! I'll come back for you. Trophy achievement is now yours. The level is complete and free play is unlocked. So we got a handful of studs, but unfortunately not enough to get that true Jedi requirement. And of course, as you already were told in the beginning of this video, no red bricks or mini kits were found. And yeah, so hey, we did unlock a handful of new vehicles and characters. And of course, there are some that are given to you for free, and there are some that are unlocked that require you to purchase them after they've been unlocked. So we'll have to touch more on that in a little bit as we are getting to the final. As you can see here, that's it. Continue story? Okay. Oh, that's going to wrap it up for LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens Level 1 Assault on Jakku story. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. We're going to try to get these out as fast as possible so we can get to those collectibles. If you are in a hurry, you might check out our trophy achievement guide on our main website for this and many others. There's plenty of collectible information there. So anyhow, as always, head on over to Facebook, Twitter, comment, vote, subscribe down below if you like what we got going on here. And yeah, I'm going to wrap it up and go get to the next level. As always, until next time. Beep, boop, boop, beep, boop.